YouTube, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 3 ADAR builds. One's going to be a budget level 2 trader build. Next is going to be a level 3 trader build. And then lastly, a final meta build that we're going to go all out on. If you guys end up enjoying the video, I hope you guys leave a like and comment to help out with the YouTube algorithm. We're halfway towards YouTube partner, and I cannot thank you guys enough. But anyways, let's get into the video. All right, guys, here's the full level 2 trader build. If you want to go ahead and screenshot this, you can go ahead and do so. But we're gonna go ahead and build from scratch. All right, guys, the first thing I like to do is I like to throw on the monster scope, have a little bit of range. It's a semi-auto ADAR. I would love to have a little bit of range. So this does the job. This is all from level 2 traders too. I usually like to leave the ADAR buffer tube. There's really no point in changing it. It doesn't really add too much benefit for the price of buffer tubes, so I leave it stock. Throw on a cheap the Stanag mag, very cheap. You can find it everywhere in Tarkov. And then right here you're gonna throw on the first got to change the gas block to the MK12 gas block, which you can get from level 2 traders as well. And then the wrist to handguard. And the nice thing about this handguard, you're not having to buy guides. So you can throw on the RK4, tactical foregrip. And then this guy, you can change here to the CAC QDC flash suppressor kit. And then right here, you can throw on the X400 flashlight or whatever flashlight you would like. Now, one thing to note about this, the reason why we go with the CAC QDC flash suppressor kit is because, first off, it takes off 2 recoil. But if you would like so, at this point, you can throw on the NT4 FDE suppressor, which you can only buy from the flea market. And roughly, they go around for about 30K consistently. So if you want to go suppress with this build especially, this is also something you can do right here, right? It's an extra 30K for whatever price you're adding on. But let's go ahead and price this thing out. So first thing we like to do, obviously, is take away all of the parts that come with the gun. Usually when you find these guns on the flea or from flea market or from scavs, they all come with the same exact parts too. So that's the nice thing about it. But the actual gun you can get from level 1 skier. The monstrum sight you can get from level 2 Jaeger. The Daniel Defense handguard you can get from level 1 Peacekeeper, and it's a barter trade for 1 emergency water, which roughly goes for about 10K. So that's a very, very good price for that. The X400 you can get from level 2 Peacekeeper. RK4 you can get from level 2 Skier. The CAC QDC you can get from level 2 Peacekeeper. The gas block is from level 2 Peacekeeper. And all of this comes out to roughly 125K. Depending on whatever sight you use and whatever flashlight you use, or even the foregrip if you decide to go more expensive than that. But the nice thing about this is that if you take away this and check the flea market, look at this. ADARs are going for 20K. So we'll do the same thing, right? So take off everything that comes with the gun. And now the gun is 98K from its 125K price. So it's all dependent on the flea market. You can definitely get better deals. For the most part, I would even say if you're not running a suppressor, a gun with lower durability wouldn't be that big of a deal. So I would also consider that. But now let's take this to the hideout and show you guys how it shoots. I like to leave the cursor on so I can show you guys what it looks like when I'm not pulling down. And I'm just going to tap this thing as fast as I can and then kind of slow down and see where it levels out at and what's a good spot to tap at. So let's go for a little range. All right, pretty bad if you're just spam firing. But if you slow down and just let it tap, you can see it levels out pretty nicely. And this is a 90K ADAR. If you throw in some good ammo with this, you can easily one-tap somebody in the face. But let's try crouch shooting now. So you're able to actually tap fire a lot faster when you're crouched and stay on target as well, which is very nice. And now let's try while strafing. Again, this is all dependent on how you're using, but the nice thing about this is that if somebody does get close, you do have the option because of the handguard to actually pull out a laser, a flashlight combo, and kind of spam fire. And it's a lot easier to shoot. I love this gun. I love the level 2 trader build. This has been one of my go-tos for a lot of early wipes. But I'm ready to show you guys the next build. Let's get into it. So this is the actual mid-tier build that I have for you. If you want to screenshot this again, you can go ahead and do so, but let's go ahead and build it from scratch. So starting from scratch, first thing I do is change it to the overmolded rubber pistol grip. I like to throw on the black MOE stock, as well as throwing on the rubber butt pad that gives it a ton of recoil and a ton of erg. 30 round mags don't really change too much, right? They all have about the same erg, so I always throw on the Stanag. It's very cheap. After that, you got to change the gas block to the MK12 yet again. And then I like to throw on the Daniel Defense Rise to the black handguard. After here, you can throw on the RVG foregrip. And then change this to the QDC flash suppressor kit again. And this time I always throw the suppressor on because it's greatly helps with the recoil. Throw on a flashlight, whatever you like again. And for this one, I like to throw on the LCAN for a little bit of extra range than the 2X, right? And so that's the actual full build right there for the mid-tier budget build. Let's go ahead and price this thing out. So again, take off all the parts that are come with the gun when you buy it. So it's going to be the barrel as well as the buffer tube, right? And we come back here. So the actual gun, you can get it from level 1 skier. The LCAN, you can get from level 3 peacekeeper. The handguard, the General Defense handguard, you can get from level 4 peacekeeper. But I mention it because it is a lot cheaper from the flea market. So even if you have max traders, always buy from the flea. The X400 you can get from level 2 peacekeeper. The MOE black stock you can get from level 3 skier. The RVG foregrip you can get from reset trader reset. You can get from level 3 peacekeeper. The rubber butt pad you can get from level 3 skier. The QTC flash suppressor again level 2 peacekeeper. The gas block is from level 2 peacekeeper. The overmolded pistol grip is from level 3 peacekeeper. And then the NT4 is 30k from the flea market. And altogether, this gun comes out to about 180k from traders. It sucks that I can't show you guys here now. But usually around 180k with the suppressor from traders. And then 150k from the flea market. Depending on how prices are during the time. So let's take this thing into the hideout and I'll show you guys how it shoots. Again, I'm just gonna show you guys how it shoots and without pulling down. Very jumpy, but again, it's for being how cheap as it is, and then a lot of these 5.56 weapons have a lot more recoil with this wipe. I feel like that's pretty good, and you shouldn't be spam firing like that with an ADAR anyways. So let's do a little bit of control and crouch from range, right? So when you're crouched, I can almost spam it as fast as I can shoot, really, which is really nice, right? Even probably long range, you can probably get pretty close to that. I was shooting a little early there. All right, let's try it from strafing as well. So what I like about the LCAN, and the reason I chose the LCAN for this, one is level 3 traders, but also whenever you're shooting a 1X, a semi-auto, it feels like the screen doesn't move all that much when you're shooting it, which is very nice for controlling the recoil and seeing where your shots are actually going, right? It's very easy to tell exactly where my shots are going with this LCAN on it. And then you also have the option of a 4X, which is very nice. I would definitely say this is a good mid-budget gun. If you guys want to try it out, it's very solid. You got long range, you have close range. You have the option of throwing on an NC Star if you would like to have a canned sight. I don't prefer canned sights, but it's all preference. But let's get into our last build so we can show you guys the actual meta build. All right, guys, this is a completely meted out ADAR build. If you guys would like to screenshot it here and try it out, just know very expensive. The whopping price, 359k from traders. You two can run this gun. It's a little bit cheaper from Flea. You can get it for about 290k, roughly 300k, depending on the prices. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend running this. It's there. If you guys want to run a meta ADAR, why not build an M4 at this point? I know, but it's there for you guys if you want to run it. But let's get it and build it from scratch. This is a long list, so we're gonna start from scratch. Just bear with me. It takes a while to go through. All right, first thing, easiest thing to do, we'll throw on the Growless pistol grip. Next, another easy thing to do, we'll throw on the 30-round mag. Doesn't really matter which 30-round mag. It's all appearance at this point. But let's get into it. So now we got the advanced buffer tube. We're gonna change this to the MOE stock with the rubber butt pad. We're gonna go ahead and throw on. We're gonna take off this. The handguard. We're gonna throw on the 20-inch barrel, the JP Enterprise gas block. We're gonna throw on the SAQD 14. Where's it at? 14.5-inch rail. The 4.1-inch lock guide after that, and then throw on the SC5 foregrip, which is now the new meta. It used to be the shift grip was a meta, but now this one actually has less recoil than the shift, so it's always run the express now. You can throw on a laser again if you like, which is nice about this thing is that you don't actually have to buy a guide for the laser. And then throw on the Saker flash hider as well as the suppressor, right? And then whatever sight you like. For me, since we're going meta, I love the Bravo sight. It's my favorite sight. And then I throw on the Burst Weaver with it because Delta points are crazy expensive right now. And that is the meta build right there. 39 recoil and 39 erg. Let's save this thing in the hideout. Or no, sorry. We got to price this out. Let's go to the price it out. So we're going to try to make a difference to this price. We're gonna take away the shit we don't need. We'll start with the... We need the barrel. Let's see what we don't need. We need all of this. I told you guys this thing is expensive, man. 355k. Wow. Yeah, this thing's very expensive. If you guys would like to run this, I would strongly recommend just running an M4 so you at least have the full auto option. But for shits and giggles, we're trying to price this thing out now. Let's check it from the flea market, right? 314k. It's even more expensive than when I bought it. Yeah, you can also change the upper receiver to make it maybe cheaper. I know these go up for a decent price sometimes. The ADAR advanced, no, sorry, the ADAR upper receivers sometimes are pretty expensive. So I can see you getting them for cheaper if you change the upper receiver. But for the most part, this is it, man. A lot of these parts are from Max Traders. I don't really think I need to go through these. If you guys are looking to run this, I would not recommend it unless you have Max Traders. So let's go ahead and take this thing to the hideout so we can go ahead and see how it shoots. Okay, here we are with a 39 recoil ADAR. I don't know why I spent all this money. I'm going to disassemble this thing as soon as I finish this video and make an M4 with the exact same parts. But here, let's try it out. So without pulling down. All right, so again, it's an ADAR. It's going to have some kick. Let's try pulling down now, though. Don't need to necessarily pull down. It's more just stay on target, right? Let's try crouched from range. Pretty dead on. Let's try it with this 4X. Miss every shot. That's because I'm a bad shot, though. I mean, it's a nice ADAR. It really is. I mean, you can't really argue with his stats, right? I just can't justify spending this much money on an ADAR. It's there for the sake of the video. If you guys would like to, for some reason, build a meta ADAR, the best in slot. If you guys want to build a meta ADAR, here it is. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. You're throwing M95 in it, you're gonna one-tap somebody in the face. Mine is from over 200 meters, I guess, right? Because of the new damage fall off. But I mean, there it is for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, don't build this stupid gun. If you're gonna run the ADAR, run one of the level 2 trader build. I would say that's probably the most efficient. If you throw a suppressor on, it's very solid. All I would say is if you want to change the sight, if that's the only problem, change the sight. The monster sight isn't a good sight after level 2 traders. I always end up swapping off to a Bravo. L cans are very solid after. I prefer the Bravo though. So as soon as I get this gun, I'd build probably the level 2 trader and just rock the Bravo on top of it. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy your raids with the ADAR. Hope this helped some of you guys out. If it helped any of you guys out, please subscribe. We are halfway to YouTube partner yet again. And I'm super excited to get there. Thank you guys so much for watching though, and I'll see you all in the next one.